Right, welcome back, guys. I've just finished messing around with these buildings and putting them in the right order. And hopefully now you can kind of get an idea of the direction we're headed. And as you can see, like, oh man, I forget who it was, but somebody was saying about the military buildings compared with the technology buildings, and they were saying that these look like missiles. You know who you are. I replied to your comment. And yeah, you know what? Yeah, I mean, these do kind of look like missiles, and I could see those being, you know, military buildings or whatever. But I just want to show you, like, why I chose these buildings for the military. Because these are the admin buildings, and then these are the military buildings. And if you look at it, right, let's go really close in. There, right. Like, you see, this looks like an arm to me. I said this when I was building Tamarind Island. This looks like an arm, you know, and like this is like a big eye. And I think they look like robot sentries, which is why I kind of picked those as the military buildings. You know, standing guard. Oh, I love those things. Right, okay, so and you can see, I think we're starting to get like different looks. So, you know, that's very distinctive. That's the Tamarind Island look. And then if we look over here, now that I've put these buildings in properly, right, now we've got the Utopia Oasis look going on over here. And I'm not like 100% about these buildings. I might change these for something else. We'll see. I might even change these for medium density as we go along. And you're probably going, oh, for God's sake, Skye, build something. But, like, this is one thing I wanted to say to you guys. Like, when you're building cities, like, take some time, you know, just look at them, right? Just, like, work on the aesthetic. And you can see, like, you compare something like this, and this is very blue and whatever. Then you go over here, and this is, you know, very green, very different look to it. Like, with the green and brown, and this is all blue and white. And somebody was saying, oh, you should put the buildings. It was Joan. Joan was saying you should put the buildings so that they go like from high down to low at the front. And like in some places I have, like with the Tamarind Island, they go from the tallest down to the lowest. But in other places, I want it different. You know, I want these things to look different. And like I said, you know, things may change around. Right, now I have had one idea. Oh, before I do that, just quickly, this building here does not work for me, right? I don't like this. At least I don't like it that way round. I want to see what it looks like if I turn it round and have it that facing forward. I'm still not sure. I kind of don't like this red thing going on. So I think I'm going to have to look for another building for the ecos. It's difficult. There aren't many good commercial buildings for the eco guys. There's just nothing that kind of looks quite right. But what I did find is something that I want to put up on this ridge. Right? Now, this could be a little bit problematic because of the terrain sloping, and you can see we can duck under the terrain. Because this terrain slopes, I don't know if this is going to work. But you know what? We're gonna throw it in, and we're gonna see. We're gonna see what it looks like. So I want this kind of centered, so I need to be able to see these. And then I'm going to take a. Now this is obviously outside the original map borders, so we're going to switch to regional streets, and yeah, put in a high density. And I'm just going to put a road like along the front here, and I'm going to just lift that at 1, if it will. And now, and see, it's buried itself, which is annoying. So it does need to sit on top. Now these buildings are going to, this is why it's a bit of a problem, these buildings are going to kind of bury themselves into this hillside potentially, which is kind of not necessarily good. But I kind of want to show you like how you like mess around with this and how you kind of solve and get around these problems. Now, now look, I want you to look at the middle of the road, right? And as I see it's dropped down there, but if I go a little bit further, right, see, it's curved upwards. I'll do that again. See, down, and then it curves upwards. Haha, that's much better. It's not perfect, but it's much, much better. And to be honest, that's probably about as good as it's going to get. I might play around with this later, but like for now, I just want to like get a look from this. Now, this road here isn't quite central, but we're going to take a road from about there. Just draw it up the hill. Cool. And I'm kind of not going to worry too much about it being perfect at this point, because this is just seeing if like, does this idea work at all? Does this look good? Does it not look good? And we'll see. And I'll show you what I'm thinking of putting in here. And it's actually some industry. Now, wind direction. If I go to electricity and just pick up this thing, it'll show me the wind direction. Oh, well, it should show me the wind direction. Right, there you go. So the wind is blowing in this direction. So this up here is actually a good place to put some industry. So what we're going to do, let me show you these buildings, because these buildings I think are going to look like really impressive. This one here, right? And you can actually see, because these are already futurized, I think, pretty sure. And if they're not, then I won't futurize, because I want this look. But it's got to be the other way around. It's got to be facing this way. Right, so there. Okay, right. So this is why you do these things, to figure these things out. Right, what I need, rather than putting a road every other one, I need a road every space. Yeah, it's gone dark now, but that's okay. You know what? I'm actually going to pause that. And where's the roads? Where's the roads? Regional, yes. High density, yes. Right. These will fit perfectly with one space. So we'll just bang a bunch of these up. And I want those oval shapes facing this way. And I think it's going to look pretty perfect. You know. I think it makes a great, like potentially a great backdrop. I might put like a load of these in. The only problem with doing that is that I'm going to need to supply like workers and stuff, and these are high density. So trying to find enough workers for these, not the easiest thing in the world, I have to say. So right, let's go to industry. I'm thinking about putting like sort of 5 in. Right, so where's my center point is probably this one. And I want it the right way. I want it that way. Right, and then this one the same. 3, 4, and 1 there. Okay, so what I'm going to do, trim that off, trim that end. Now, how am I going to hook this up? And I'm kind of not too fussy about how I hook this up, to be honest. I'm just going to take a regional street. Yeah, let's do it with a curvy road. This is me not being fussy. Imagine if I was being fussy about it. Right, let's just hook it down. I'm going to take it like down here. The thing is, I'm conscious that this road, this highway, could deform. So you know what? I'm going to take it down to here, this is probably the flattest part, and I'm going to hook it up here and hope that it doesn't mess up too much. See, we've got a little bit of a deformation. Yeah, well, never mind. We'll live. Okay, so we've got these. I'm going to let these grow, and we'll take a look at them in the daylight. All right, so they just completed building. Oh, yeah, I like that. Those are very cool indeed. Oh, yeah. How does that look like as a... Oh, yeah. I like, because like from a distance, you've just got a very simple shape. It's quite striking. Oh, man, I'd love like a whole bunch of these, but it's going to be like too difficult to provide enough workers to keep like a whole bunch of these going and happy. Oh, now we're gonna need if we put it in the high density ones, we're gonna need hazmat because we'll get hazmat fires with the high density. So oh, and I checked out the fire helicopters. The fire helicopters were not working. What a bloomin' surprise! So I've actually put a fire station over here with a bunch of regular fire trucks, and that's what's providing our fire coverage at the moment. Yeah, well, let's just have a quick look at our roads, like how much traffic jam is going on, and it's like 8:45. So yeah, we've got a bit of a traffic jam. The cars coming in from that other city. Yeah, but it's not like absolutely horrendous. Stuff's getting around. Good. Okay. Cool. Right. Let's pause that then, because until we get hazmat, right, I can't leave these buildings in because we'll get a hazmat fire and it'll be like absolutely horrendous. And I've got to say, like with the hazmat fires, like even if your trucks get there and put the damn things out, the buildings burn like to rubble. So yeah, I'm gonna have to think about that. Oh, man, I love these buildings. You know what? Let's see what they look like when you futurize them. That's going to be kind of interesting. Let's go over to the parks and bang in like a couple of plazas. Just to oh man, am I not going to get snap points up here for this? Oh man. Okay, this is worth talking about. When you get onto like raised terrain and stuff, you can have a problem finding snap points when you're plopping buildings. And it's just one of those things that you kinda gotta like work out, like what works and what. See, right. I got some snap points then. Where are you? Got some over there. And sometimes like you'll get them, and then they'll miss. See, got some again. But you gotta play around, and this is a pain in the ass. I will tell you now. This is a pain in the ass. And this is all to do with this offset issue. And it's an issue that affects like a lot of things. Oh, right, yeah, right, bang. Got one. You're going to give me some snap points over here somewhere? Let's try. You know what? I just want to see what it looks like, so it kind of doesn't matter. Oh, okay, so yeah, they feature. Oh, and they just get some bits of green neon on. Cool. So they keep the same exact look, which is exactly what I want. Cool. Good. Right. So that's that idea. Right. I'm gonna get rid of these buildings because what I don't want is any hazmat fires before I've got hazmat approved. And to get hazmat vehicles, I need to put in a university and start upgrading it and put in an engineering school and stuff like that. So we're not going to do that. Right. So in the meantime, like what can we do? Well, we can put in some medium density industry. So what we're going to do, I'm going to try putting in a road behind the technologists, and we're going to put some a little bit of medium density industrial. So all you do is just go to the back of each building, and this actually works really, really well. Or it did the first time. I shouldn't say things like that, I'll jinx myself. And then up to the edge of the park, and then hook it up to here. Probably went a tiny bit too far, but yeah, I might straighten that out. But yeah, you get the idea. What does it look like now? Does it look like a fatter snowman, or kind of looks like a beetle? All right, cool. That building's gone missing. Where the hell's that residential building? I'll have to put that back in. Cool. So right now, let's get on with it, guys. Shut up and build. Right, let's have a look at high wealth, medium density, and see what cool buildings we've got. And we want something that kind of fits in with this stuff. And we got like what, 10 to choose from? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, we've got 10 to choose from. To be honest, they're all kind of much of a muchness. I don't think there's any great difference between them. Like, do I want 5 the same or 5 different? Don't know. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to put 5 in, and I'm going to put 1 there. And I'm going to put the next one there. So it kind of mirrors these buildings. And again, like, will it stay like that? Who the hell knows? We'll just kind of see how it looks, go with the flow. Put this one there and this one there. And I want to see like how this looks when we start to develop these out kind of at the back a little bit. So we can crank that up and let those build. I just want to kind of see how it looks. And again, I might do things differently for different ones. We might do, I like the eco one, we might just do like low density. I might put some like roads coming out from one, like rays from the sun, and just see how it looks. But yeah, let's just let those build. Okay, yeah, I'm liking that look. Oh, yeah, we might have like more buildings around here. Now, a couple of things that we need to take into consideration. Because we're putting industry in, like right next to residential, we're going to have to do something about the whole pollution element. So now there is a solution to that, and the solution to that is ground scrubbers. But of course, to get that, we need to do research. So we need to get the whole research thing going over here. And we've done the first academy upgrade. Let's do that. Boom, lovely. We start to get that going. What am I going to research next? Well, we've got no kind of choice really. It's going to be control net facilities. But once we've done that, now where's ground scrubbers? See, ground scrubbers are level 4. It's going to take us a long time to get up there. So, you know, guys, I think I'm going to have to focus on like getting this research done. Which obviously I'll do offline, and we'll see. But oh, Nicola actually sent me a message and said he's got a mod that reduces the research time by half. So he's going to send me a link to that. So like, I hope I get that in time, because that saved me like potentially a couple of hours, which would be nice. Ooh. You know, I'm thinking these buildings probably need to be like closer together rather than spread out. I think it'd be quite nice to have a bit of a sprawl behind here, and we can just about fit one set of medium buildings in behind these the circles on this side. On the other side, we can go a lot further out, whatever, and then as we extend, we'll do more stuff. I'm starting to think about putting some UDON stuff in and whatever. Okay, you know what? I want to see what these mega towers look like, and I want to see what sky bridges look like. So the next thing I'm going to do is start to build these mega towers up. And I did have an idea about doing kind of a spiral. So let's say we have the sky bridge level on at level 2, and then on here level 3, and then here level 4, and then here level 5, and then here level 6 again, and then 7, 8, and then have the sky bridges going round in a spiral, going up and up and up. And I think I don't think it's going to look that great, but you know, I want to see what it looks like, so I'm going to do that. So I'm going to do the research. I'm going to put the mega towers together, and yeah, you might get a bit of a time lapse here, guys. See these mega towers building. We'll see.